Welcome to this series where we are playing Transport Fever 2. Now, this video is going to consist of two parts for several reasons. The first reason is that I don't have a lot of time to allocate for a major recording session, so I'm going to have to record this video in two parts. But as it turns out, that works quite well because in the first part, we're going to be setting up a machinery industry, because if you watch the previous part, I was aiming to get set up one here, and the game actually kind of messed us up a little bit by saying that the industry wanted to close down, which it did do, and it took it away. But on the positive side, what's happened is the game has spawned another machinery in this area. In fact, I want to remove that because that's in the wrong place here, which is a little bit more centrally placed because it's near Nuneaton, which needs machinery, and also we could probably get to Cleator Moor to supply in machines as well. And the second part of the video, what I want to do is go round the current routes and do a bit of upgrading, because we are now on May the 26th, 1909, and we are getting better vehicles. Also, if I remember correctly, we're not that far away from getting better trucks. So the focus of the second part will be tidying up our railway lines. I've already made a start over here because I wanted to improve my iron production. So what we've now got on this route here is two trains, as you can see there, shipping the iron ore into, or the iron into, this steel mill, which is actually starting to push it forward quite nicely now. Anyway, I don't want to get too distracted on that, so for anyone who didn't watch the previous video, I'll just give you an update where we are. As part of setting up this industry over here, what we did is we set this steel mill up, and this steel mill's got access to two coal mines and one iron mine. Now, if you do the mathematics, if you level up this steel mill, it will produce 400 steel. But to produce 400 steel, you need 800 iron or 800 coal. Now, each one of these mines produces 400 each. So a steel mill needs two of each. But what we've got on the other side of here is a bit of an opportunity, because I've got an iron ore mine here, which isn't really needed by this up here, because we've got two iron ore mines here and two coal mines, very well suited. So what I want to do as part of setting up the machine industry is integrate this into supplying the iron to here. So that's what we're going to be trying to accomplish in this part. Now, I want to start up here with this machine's factory, and the first thing I want to do is put a little bit of a road across here like that, and rather than put a drop-off point here, because we're only going to be coming in from there, what I'm going to do is we're going to put a bit there, and actually I'm going to use that. Yeah, that will connect to there, and this will create a circular route. Now, what we are going to do here is add another cargo data here. That, but the same. But you can see here, the moment this is the trucks that are going out to the tool factory aren't really up to the job, but that's not a problem because we will be sorting that out fairly soon. What we're going to do is have Lower Blandford here, we go there, and that route will come round nicely like that. And what we'll call this is Blandford lumber to machines, like that, and let the game run. And we're going to buy about 5 trucks. You can see we also got some buses coming in now, which is another reason why I want to review my existing routes. And what we're going to do is just put you on Blandford lumber to machines, and of course we're going to need to do the terminuses here. It's been split, and what that will do is supply the lumber to there. And the next thing we got to do is get the train in. Now, what I want to do is go out round here to that iron ore mine, and then come round about here over the bridge. So it's going to be, because what I'm thinking is that if we can get a station here, I can also use that to deliver items to Blandford Forum. So that's what we're looking at. So I'm going to get rid of these roads here because I don't think anyone's actually using them. So just get rid of, tighten up those roads there. We're going to put in a station here. We're going to put a through station because I don't really like terminus stations, to be honest. And what I want to do is aim the station. Maybe not quite that much. Bring you back so that you're about there. And to start with, what we're going to do is just have this as a single platform station, but it's kind of orientated into empty space so we can extend it should we need it. Now the next station we're going to need is here, and this one's going to be a little bit more tricky because we need to come wide, but I don't really want to put a curve there. So I think what we'll do is extend road out a little bit, that, because what I'm thinking is to oops, on that put. So this one's going to be a little bit more tricky because we need that connected, but I want to get sufficient angle on this so that I can work both sides. I think that'll work. Now this station's gonna need an upline. So come in here, configure that. Actually, I think what I will do is put a down line as well in the center here. Then create this because one, we got an opportunity to run out over this bridge. I'm not sure whether we're actually going to need it, but you never know. Plus we've got this run here, although this we could come out from here and go round should we need it. So we've got this line here. I think we'll trim these tracks back a bit, and then we'll see if we can get if we kind of come out a bit like that. This is the left-hand track. Really horrible cutting there, but I don't think there's much we can do about it, to be honest. What we can do then is come out here and join you there, and then this track here, come around here, this, and we'll just connect you up to there, and this will be the upline. Now we're going to switch to the right hand track. Now this one's going to be a little bit tricky because I want to keep the curve open enough, keep the speed up, but at the same time I don't really want to get too close to Blandford Forum because obviously if I get too close there will be a bit of pollution that will leak in. Actually, let's have a quick look at Blandford Forum. Come here, industry. Yeah, the residential area is over there on the right hand side. So coming in a bit close here is okay. But what we're going to have to do is possibly come that way and then run a little bit of cutting there, but it's not going to be a problem. And then we'll run through. Yeah. And then run into there like that. We got a track running. This track's the Well, we could run on that side, I suppose. That would give me a slacker outside curve. Yeah, I think we can do that. So follow this track round. That. No, let me just look at this, think of this. I think we will take you back there. We'll bring this one in on this side, because that would be the right hand track. And then this track, I have done it again. Okay, we're just going to leave it. I can take the hint game. Further. I mean, strictly speaking, we've got enough space there that if we wanted to send this track up somewhere else, we don't really need to go near this station, actually, come to think of it. So I'm just going to signal in while we go back the other way. We're going to have multiple trains on this route, so might as well signal up while we're at it. Like that. Come here, there. Back to here. Wow. This feels a little bit further than what it actually is. This is a lot further, actually. And then what we're going to have is an upline there. We're going to have to connect in this track here. And of course on this side, if I haven't already done it. Okay, so we're going to have a signal there. Be the down line, and that would be the up line. That would be down line. That would be the up line. Obviously we got a bear walking across the track. Different. And again, keep working back to the right round so I can see what I'm doing. Yes, we are, because we're going to need this connection here, this connection here, this one here, and that one there. So we've now got this line here. And what we've got to do now is come over here, and we've got to put in the connection to the steel mill here. And what I'd like to do is put a bit of road in here. Hopefully it will connect. Yes, thank you. Give a little bit of it. Actually, cancel. I'll come in slightly like that. Now, what I want to do is join the bridge about here, because if you look here, this has got quite a steep incline, and in fact, if we hook this train, what you'll see is if we just let them speed up a bit. Well, he builds up the speed, but say for example, we put the junction there, this train loses speed, then he's going to have to accelerate uphill, and I don't really want that. So come in here. Okay, well, just put this station in. Oops. We're going to aim for about there. That. And what I'm looking to do, I've got to be a bit careful that I don't obstruct the navigation. So I think the navigation is pretty good. If I come off about, whoops, that navigation again. Come off about that arch there. So what we'll have to do is track maybe a little bit. And then we're in like that. and then we'll run into this station, a nice long straight run in like that. And we'll take you to there. The signal's in. That. And of course we're, ooh, it's a bit icky. And that will actually work. It's a bit not brilliant, is it? But I don't think I'm going to get better, so well, we'll soon find out. As far as the game's concerned, it's okay. So what we need now is a route. From Blandford Forum, or Blandford Sidings to Blandford Forum. So we're just put that and finish the line off. And we've now got to Blandford, Birmingham Holt. Actually, that's the wrong place. We need that. Yeah, so we got Blandford Sidings, Blandford Forum, Immingham Holt, just there. So we've now got, oops, so we now got a line that will run backwards and forwards like that. And we need to, we'll call you Blandford Steel and Ore. Now we're going to need a pretty powerful train for this, because we're going to have to have mixed cargoes. So I think we're going to go for the PLM. We have got this A350, which is pretty powerful, but it's very expensive to maintain. So we're going to stay with, I think we'll use the PLMs. 271, but I think we're at that point now with the 60 kilometers an hour will make a difference. And then we'll come down here. And it's the iron ore. Where's this? This will move the steel. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5. I think we'll start with 40 tons of steel. That 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 46, and I think we need a lot more iron ore to actually do it. So we're going to buy this train here and work under our. Oops. Game run. Do that. Of course, this train's going to really power through now, simply because he's got a top speed of 60 kilometers an hour. With that, and see if this rise here has any effect on him. That rise looks very steep. Could be an issue. Of course, this is all going to be deadheading until he comes back with the iron ore. Whoops. Now, what we got to do is sort this out. But before we do that, what I want to do is create the load and interest on over here. Oops. Because what we do need to do is a pickup point here for our, put you there. And then in, because we do need to create a load, which so to get the factory active. So in Nuneaton here, we're going to need to put in a, what's this? No, Go on that. On this. That's good. The machinery is on this side of the map. So we put that about there. Problem is we're going to need to get a return road here. So we'll just put the return road in. There's right, run from there, run you into Nuneaton. Going to come back quite nicely, and we'll call you Nuneaton Machines Delivery. Now, what's the demand for in here? 51. So what we're going to need to do is buy a couple of vehicles. Let's start with 3. I'm going to assign you to Nuneaton Machine Delivery. Where is it? There we are. Then come back to here on the route. Right, what we need to do is manage the vehicles and clone that in again. And if we select them all again and clone them in again, that takes us to 38. That'll be enough to get started. Manage the line. Banford Central. Load. And what they can do is come in here and just wait. So we've now got this here. Now we're getting a little bit of iron in here. You actually carrying any steel? Yep, you've got 40 steel. That's good. Now what we need to do is untangle these routes. I think we'll leave this. This has got 153 still in it. I think what we will do, I don't know if this is actually going to work. We've got Blandford Goods, which runs up over through there. I think we'll leave Blandford Goods alone for the moment. We got Steel to Factory. This one I think we can get rid of. Except for more, sell that. Then we'll manage the line on. Now what I want to do is the route that's coming here, which is Clee Iron Ore Delivery, I want to come in here to deliver. Now the possible problem we've got here is this place here, because we're going to mess that up. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a road across like that. Don't want them going through Cleaton Moor. So what we'll do is we'll create a road through here. There. Like that. And then what we'll do is we'll put in a, we're just going to have a drop off point, I think, this time. Like that. And then this route here, let's edit this route here. Now you're coming to Blandford North. You're starting from, where is it? Cleaton Moor East. So we're going to add this here and watch it go. Oh well. Then we're going to remove Blandford Forum North. Aha! We've got ourselves our partial circular route here. How many vehicles have I got on here? 40 vehicles. What is the production of the steel from here? Okay, steel was kind of shut down. It's okay. What I am going to do is just look at the route now. Right. We're going to need a waypoint to force this onto a... And we're going to... Whoops. Road. It is. And that is the station. What that will do is pull the route away from Clayton Moor. This is completely emptied out, so is that. Okay. So we don't need this. And all the steel that was here has completely disappeared. So we don't need Blandford Forum branch. We can do that as well. And you can just run backwards and forwards there. And then the trucks that are on here come down here. And it's going to take them a little while to settle down. Make sure I haven't set right. Blandford Forum East. I just want to make sure about the pickup points because we've got all sorts of coal coming in here. And I kind of think that you've got the coal guys coming in here making deposits. I think what we're going to do is I want to get them away from that terminal. If I put you there, actually, you there. There. Right, this route here is coal delivery. You're dropping off there. You're coming from there. I think what we'll do is add that as a station. Review. What that will do is ensure that these guys are not going to, you can say, interfere with these guys, which that means then I can then go to here, manage line, Clinton Moor East, and we can say wait until full. Well, about 90 seconds. Looks like we got a bit of a mixture of vehicles on this route. I think I'm going to leave it for the moment. No, although they will probably slow up. These guys are going to start my route. So what's the cut of delivery on here? 204. What is the... come here, 195. It's got a production of 400. Right. Vehicles. Yeah, good. What I'm looking for is the bad. They're all good. What we got here? You know. Place you with that. Put more there. You. Issue. Wow, got a whole load here. Because I'm just gonna add all these do the route, upgrade them so that we can get more through here. Upgrade you here. I just want to check you. This should be fully loaded. I'll expand this a little bit. What that should do now is start to extend the production on this route. Yep, looking good. That means we've now got this steel mill should get enough to get going. This route will eventually settle down. We've got some steel coming in here. We got 24 in here. Expand this a little bit as well. Can't go any further, but that's okay. We get a nice flow going here. This will all just keep moving. That will ensure that we get the steel coming down to here. And we'll get a nice steady flow of steel into here, which will then start to improve our productivity from here. As I say, eventually when we get the better trucks, we can use this. That will, these guys are obviously going to take a little while to get going. We have to drive this a lot faster, I think, and harder. This can go, save a bit of money. Let's go and check our machine thingy bobby here. Right, we are. Right, so we're getting some production going. We're getting some transportation going. That is now flowing into, oops. Now the problem we are going to have is that this lumber mill can't supply two industries. So eventually to get this going, we're going to have to find another lumber mill, which we can then use to supply in the necessary to get this going. Nuneaton's getting machines, so it's starting to look a little bit happier. We need more goods, but that's going to be the subject of the next part. What I want to do is just take a look at the route that we set up to the steel mill. The steel mill is coming along really nicely. And let's check this route here, managed line. Okay. I think what we'll do is not really making some money on this. Let's have a look at what the vehicle's doing. So he is plan for support siding. He's got a nice kind of rate of speed here. Actually making money as well. Oops. Hopefully he will start to pick up more and more. We've got 53 now. So he's got nearly a full load of iron ore here. So what is the delivery on this? 112. I really feel that another train might work here, even if we are going to operate a little bit of a loss. So I'm going to pause here. From here, manage vehicles, and we are going to clone a second train in there. The reason I've done it here is that while this one's going into there, the other one should come from there. In fact, I think what we'll do is, what was that? What is the, what's this station here. Station called, if we can, this Upper Blandford Forum. I think what we will do is tell you now to wait for a full load with the 2 trains. I think that'll work. Oops. Oh, no. It goes so fast. If this will work. Okay, the trains have passed in a slightly awkward position, but there's not much I can do about that. 850,000. He will now go back to the next stop and pick up, hopefully pick up a load of iron ore. It's not good. That is not good at all. Because he's actually got a full load and he's actually sat here. Let me just finish line. Seconds. We've already got 21 in here. So it looks like we've managed to get everything flowing. We've now getting, production is now growing. We're getting a lot more steel being delivered, but we're probably going to need to enhance it even further, because at the moment most of the steel is going out, all the goods are going out this way, and these guys are only getting the scraps. This is one of the problems when you've got 3 delivery routes from the same factory. But okay guys, I've just checked the length of the video, and I think this would probably be better as a self-contained video. So apologies, part 2 will actually be the next video. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.